Hi, this video is, I guess we're going to be recording it and sending it hopefully to someone up in management in Anderson Windows about a disappointment in Anderson Windows. I'm 51 years old, I've owned several homes, many homes, and I've always been told and thought that Anderson Windows were the best in the country. And just bought this home a couple years ago. This is my first full winter in the home, and noticed last year these humidity rings. And we live in Minnesota, and I understand when it gets cold, the humidity does cling to the windows, or moisture does, but it's normally in the corners. And so I talked to several people here over the last month or so, contractors, builders, that sort of stuff, construction folks, and showed them pictures of these windows. And like, gosh, why is the condensation in the middle? And all of them said, because your windows are bad. You've got bad seals, they're just poor windows. I go, they're Anderson windows. And they were all surprised. And they all asked how old the windows were. So the house was built in 91, they're originals. So they're 30 years old. And they were all still surprised, saying, this should not happen. So I called Anderson twice over the course of a day and got on a video chat with a representative who then looked at all the windows with me, and I'm about to show you all these windows. So as you can see, no condensation. This is a walkout basement. This one does get it as well. You can see it here as well. This window, it does not. Reason being is because in the spring, this window was broken by a baseball and was replaced by a local glass company that just replaced the window and the sashing. Quality, not quality. So we're going to count the number of windows at the end that this is happening to. Come upstairs. This window does that. This one does as well. It's just not right now. It's hard to see, but this bay window also has some condensation in it as well. Come over to the kitchen windows. Same thing. It'll alternate, or they'll both be the same, but you can tell by looking at the mold that's there. These do not get condensation on the bottom, even the past couple of days where it's been 20 below, nor the ones down there. Now, to be clear, all of these windows last winter, when we had our first winter here, and in the spring, we came in and we cleaned, because there was obviously a long-standing problem by the discoloration and the condition of the wood below, as well as that icky stuff there. We cleaned all of these out this spring and summer. We sanded and restained all of the wood. And you can see this is just from this winter. Here's another one. Look at that. That was all beautiful when winter started. Look at that buildup. That was all clean. Every single Anderson window that we have is doing the same thing. Look at that. Health of my family is in jeopardy because of these windows. Also, we do have a humidification system in the home. And in talking to the representatives from Anderson, they said, well, you need to call a plumber because clearly the humidity is too high in your home. It's not the fault of the window. Oh, okay. Well, that's not true. I said, what do you recommend the humidity be at? Oh, we recommend 30 to 35%. I said, it's at 18% in my house, 18 to 20. 2 months ago, we had to shut off the humidification system in the home, hoping that would help. And it did, some. But we have a humidifier for our family's health and well-being. Good for skin, great for skin, and respiratory infections dramatically drop as far as and pneumonia cases with higher humidity. So when I told the representative that we had it at 20%, then they changed their mind and said, oh, it must be the windows. and then had me measure every window. And I thought, well, gosh, Andersen's going to do the right thing. That's what I've always heard. And then he came back and gave me a quote of $400, $416 on average per window to have shipped to me with the sashes. So since they're out of warranty, no coverage, which I do understand, you're going to sell me new panes and sashes. Doesn't include installation for the $416. I'd have to hire a professional to install those at $800 a window, approximately, more than double, about double, sometimes triple the cost of the glass and the sashes themselves. And I had to have them installed by a professional, or else the new warranty would be voided. So the two representatives I talked to, I'd asked how long they'd worked at Andersen. And I had asked them, say, hey, when people call in and talk about some windows that are bad that they have from Andersen, so if they have 10 windows that they had installed, is it usually like one or two, or is it like all 10 are bad? They're like, yeah, like one, maybe two out of 10, no matter what the age of the window. I said, I've got 16 Andersen windows, and 100% of them are doing this. Have you ever had 100% of anybody call in and say, hey, my Andersen windows, all of them are malfunctioning? No, absolutely not. But we can't help you. So I'm recording this video, hoping that maybe someone in Andersen will see this and realize there's a problem with these windows and help us with it. Thank you.